Welcome to Projects for All. My name's Mike, and today I have something a little bit fancier than what we normally look at on this channel. This is a thermal camera made by Sensmart. They contacted me asking if I'd like to review one of their cameras, and they sent this down here for free for me to show you guys. I said, hey, I just did a thermal camera, and if you send me one with a high resolution or the highest resolution camera that you're comfortable sending me, it'll probably end up in future videos if it's good quality, and we'll use it for testing power tools. So they sent the best one that is offered in this series. This is a Hammer series H6. It is 480 by 640 pixels, and that equates to 307,200 pixels. The image quality coming out of this camera is absolutely stunning. Full disclosure, I do not work with thermal cameras in the industry I've worked in my whole life, and I'm not certified in thermal cameras and inspections. This is more of a commercial grade camera that you would use in a commercial manufacturing type setting to do inspections for heavy equipment, things like that. And it is priced accordingly. So that being said, I have a fairly good amount of experience with consumer thermal cameras, and I understand the concepts, the basic concept. Let's get in here. I'm going to show you what's in the box, and we'll go over the menu system, and I'm going to give you as many good examples of what this thing is capable of as I can. I'm going to tell you right now, everything I'm going to show you here feels like top of the line stuff to me, right down to this case. You got double latches on here, locks on the latches themselves on this switch. Multiple cameras on the front. You have a laser rangefinder for focus. You have a regular camera up here, lights, 1/4-20 mount for a tripod under the front there. That's where your battery goes. Nice strap, and the strap is actually very useful for holding onto this because it does get a little bit heavy. The main imager is here. Lens cap like a normal camera. There's a button here because the lens itself is replaceable. There's your sensor. I have not found different lenses online for this, and I have looked. So maybe they're coming out, I don't know. But if something happens to your lens, you can simply remove it and replace it. We've got a USB-C port and an SD card slot. The SD card it came with, 64 gig SanDisk Ultra. A good quality name brand card came in it. It does, however, have internal storage. So I actually haven't saved anything on that SD card. Everything from all my goofing around has been on the internal storage. Double trigger. This is for taking pictures and video. This is for focus. Let's see what comes in the box real quick, and we'll get into the menu system of this thing because there is a lot to talk about in the menu system. You got 3350 milliamp hour batteries. 2 of them come in the box. Fit in nice and secure. Squeeze to release. Charger, USB-C input, double charger. Very nice quality. We have a series of boxes here within the box. We've got our manual, we have our quality control paperwork, list of included cables and adapters for power. This being an international product, there are plugs included for just about anywhere in the world. USB-C to data cable adapter. Comes with the data cable. It's a shoulder sling that I haven't taken out of the package yet. Because if you're walking around with this thing all day, it would be nice to have a simple way to carry it. Multiple cables, USB-C to USB-C. We don't need to look at all of that stuff. This is, I believe, the Chinese market adapter. No holes, which is interesting. I'll Google that later. You get all your Australian and Europe adapters. This would be the USA model with the holes. This is not what we're here to look at, but I don't know. I'm curious. But even the power bricks are nice quality stuff. Don't really need the boxes, I suppose, and the adapters I'll never do anything with, so that gives us a lot of extra storage space in here. All right, so I mounted a camera plate to the bottom of this. This is not the camera plate I would use if I was going to use this on a tripod all the time, but it is my extra one, and it's what we got. So nice and secure. This is probably the easiest way for me to show this to you without jiggling too much and being annoying to look at. Power button, hold down. It'll boot up. I'm going to shorten this boot time for you. And there we are. So there's quite a bit to look at here. The physical buttons, four-way direction and enter in the middle, back, power, camera, picture in picture, swipe to align, back to normal. Picture in picture is pretty impressive, but we'll get into all of that. So you can toggle through your camera settings, laser pointer, laser rangefinder, internal storage. You can switch to SD card, and there is cloud service available for this. I do not have cloud service hooked up. We'll start up here. You got Fahrenheit, Kelvin, Celsius. You can change right on the screen. There's our Wi-Fi signal. We're in the garage, so not by the house. Battery meter, time and day, manual, automatic. We got our temperature range, and if we touch that, it pulls up the palette, and you can choose a different color. You can change the emissivity, custom, and just change to whatever you'd like based on whatever your target is. Cast iron, plaster, wood. You don't always have to know the setting you should be on. You can just pick it by the target. We'll just leave it on 95.95, which is the default. And then we have our actual menu here. So we've got our different cameras. You can do picture in picture, which is pretty amazing. You can move the picture in picture around the screen. Set the opacity. Here you can set all your environmental parameters, humidity, temperature. There's your palette again. Target. You can set multiple targets, move them around the screen, change the shape. It's pretty wild. You get rid of that. Very easy to get through this menu. This menu is well laid out. We have isotherm and our regular settings. So record mode, store, record video, timer, focus mode. You have image focus and laser focus. I've been doing laser non-continuous. So I hit the screen on my target or I press the trigger and it sends the laser out and you can see what you're pointed at. You got a temperature range, temperature alarm, image tag, watermark, units, save parameters, report, password lock, cloud services, which is available. I do not have that set up, but you can save to the cloud, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, more settings, daytime, storage management, internal storage, 64 gigs, and it came with an SD card already installed, the SanDisk for 64 more. Data sync, lens recognition, standard. So here's my son in my kitchen. There's an actual picture of him. It takes both pictures at the same time, so you have a reference. You can do text and make a note, microphone. We can make an audio note about what we got going on. Graffiti. There's almost nothing you can't do with this. There's another picture of him in my living room. So here's just a couple quick videos I took just checking out what you can do with this camera. This is hundreds of feet away. People playing baseball. The baseball diamond behind my house. It's starting to get dark out. There's a couple rabbits jumping around in the yard. What's wild is when the rabbits move, even at Probably about 30 feet away, you can still see the heat signature from where the rabbit was in the grass. Let's take this thing out, we'll throw a fresh battery in it, and we'll see what we can see. So let's look at a few basic things in the house here, just so you can get an idea of how crazy good the resolution here is. Let's try some hot water. This is wild. You can see the reflection of the tea kettle in the kitchen window. Obviously the temperature is off. About these little oil burning plug-in things the wife loves. 262 degrees. The thing is lit up like a Christmas tree. All right, so here's the plan. Because sneaking up on some local utilities, which is what I had in the back of my mind, is probably not my best interest, we're gonna do some power tools. We'll get this stuff outside. It's 80 degrees outside, and it's 2 days to Halloween, so I hate to waste the day. It's pretty windy, so I might not talk much out there, but we're gonna heat some stuff up here. I told Guide when we spoke, if they send me a decent resolution model and it's better than the one I have, what'll end up happening is we're gonna use it for the regular videos, and we'll get 20 seconds of cool thermal video footage on tools and see how hot they're getting, and maybe we have some failure point. The more information the better is the way I look at it. So you guys tell me if you think that's something that's gonna be useful for the regular videos. How hot does a worm drive motor get? Let's find out. I can't believe that worm drive housing didn't get hotter than that. It's pretty impressive, actually. That's about 3 boards straight I ran through there back to back, and this is the third one. So we said 640 by 480 resolution. We also got up to 30 hertz, which makes a difference because most of the cheaper ones are low hertz. And that gives you a better picture when there's movement involved in the picture. You get a clearer idea and a clearer, sharper image for sure. Temperature range on this is negative 40 C all the way up to 650 degrees Celsius, up to 2000 degrees Celsius with a high temperature lens. The visible light camera is 13 megapixels, which is actually pretty sharp. Most of this channel has been shot with a camera that's 12 megapixels, up into just this video actually. It's IP54 waterproof and dustproof rated. It's got a 2 meter 6 foot drop resistance. Thankfully I haven't tested that out yet. All in all, man, I really love the picture coming out of this camera. It is very stunning to see in real life while you're holding it in your hand. I hope I'm conveying that in this video. You guys let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what industry you're in and what you would use this for. If this is overkill for you, or if this is what you're shopping for. If you've used similar cameras of this caliber, and how you think this one compares. Because I don't have one here to compare it to, so there's really no point in me busting out a $300 thermal camera to show you next to this one. It's a very unfair comparison.
Daddy, do you dare me to eat another warhead?
Should be most of the dust. You can see how deep that is. Pretty deep.
Yeah.
So how cold does a cold saw cut? Let's find out. We got about a 3-inch 1/8 wall tube, round. Keep in mind that every tool in this video has a video review of its own, so if something interests you, check the channel and it should be there for you. You guys tell me what you think about this. I couldn't be more impressed. From the resolution to the easy to use menu, the autofocus to the range finding, everything about this has worked perfect for me. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Battery life hits about 4 hours or so, between 3 and 4 hours. I've been using this consistently for about 3 weeks now, and I've had zero trouble with it. Zero. It works perfect. The resolution, that screen there is beautiful to look at. I don't think my new camera is doing it justice, honestly, because what I see on my screen in the house when I edit is not quite as beautiful as what you see right here. So keep that in mind. Recording on the device and then switching the media to the SD card and getting it off of there to my computer and editing that video has been flawless. All the footage you've seen from this camera, some of it was cropped, but none of it was edited in any way. The colors, everything you see there, the resolution, everything is out of the cameras. Just some of the footage was cropped to get the correct aspect ratio. Otherwise, is this thing good? So good. You guys tell me in the comments, what do you think? We're going to see a lot more of this thing in our regular videos. We're going to do some comparisons with it. We've got a few plans, so expect it to show up here and there, or at least footage from it, and it'll get a mention, of course, if we use it. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, I appreciate you hitting a like because it helps out the channel a lot. I appreciate your support. I'll see you in the next video.